another day. It's just another day.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, as the case may be, in your part of the world. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Zen Archer. Oh, this is just kind of I'm just going to throw just a video to throw up, just to have a video thrown up, I guess. But I've been watching a couple of things out here on the web, and I thought I'd talk about it very, very quickly. First of all, a lot of people are asking me, what I think about the whole Google YouTube buyout thing. And I've spoken a little bit about it in StickCam, for those people who asked me there. But I thought I would kind of put this out here and say that, I think it could be a good thing, but I'm not ready to throw a party yet. I'm going to wait and see, if there are any changes, if stuff does get repaired a little bit faster, or the things that we're asking for get taken care of, and, do you suddenly start getting any kind of responses back to your complaints or to your customer service questions? I think throwing a party is premature. I think, thinking about how great this is going to be is premature. I think we should be optimistic. We really have no other choice than to just cross our fingers and hope. But, if anything, what it does is it helps us to know that, YouTube is not going to disappear tomorrow because now it's part of a larger company. But other than that, let's wait and see what happens. Let's see where this goes, and if it has any real impact on the community or on YouTube and how business is being done out here. So that's number one. Number two, I've also made a lot of comment about, as many of you know, Sunday, I think it's Sunday the 15th, is stand-up day, and Paul Robinette did a, he did a nice video on it, and I made a video afterward, saying that standing on your roof doesn't feed people. What feeds people is actually providing food, and I stand by that. I think that it's great that there is the awareness, and that that Paul was a part of that, and many others have been a part of that. I think that's all a good thing, but standing up and saying we believe this should be done is not the same thing as standing up and actually doing something. And that was my point in the video, is that, it's all well and good to point fingers at government officials and say, you guys need to do this, and you had this meeting and you decided. But when it all comes out in the wash, what are you doing to make the world a better place? And that's what I've preached out here for some time, is whatever you can do, do. If it's give food to the food bank, or go to Salvation Army, or the Purple Heart, or whatever, do something in order to help to make the world a little bit easier for, not only for yourself, but for others to live in. And so I'd like to remind you that, don't just stand up on the 15th. Don't just, wear your shirt or your button or whatever and say, I support the abolishment of world poverty. Instead, do something about it. Take a couple bucks out of your check, or if you can't do that, if you're going to buy something, go somewhere that when you buy something from them, that money goes towards some good effort. So that's what I'm going to do, and have been doing for some time. Don't make it a one-day thing. Don't make it, on the 15th I'm going to give, $10. Figure it into your budget. For those of us who can, it behooves us to take care of those of us who can't. So I'm asking you, and that may not mean anything to you, but my advice is, try to do something good for somebody else. If not once a week, once a month, once a year, just whenever you can. Boheme has made a huge statement the other day about that he was going to stop smoking. And I thought that was great. You know, if that's what he wants to do, if he doesn't want to, be involved in that addiction, an addiction that, as many of you know, I have. That's great. But the whole commitment device thing that he did, I thought was ridiculous, and I thought it was, I thought he used it in a controversial way, in order to stay in the limelight. Not really to get subscriptions, but in order to maintain where he's at. This isn't the first time that Boheem has threatened to take all of his videos down or stop making videos. When he's feeling like I believe, when he's feeling like he's losing the audience, or that the audience isn't really paying attention to him the way that he would like them to, then in some way or form, in some configuration, that threat comes back out. Well, I'm going to stop making videos. So I made a video that challenged him to stop smoking. That is condescending and aggressive and very in your face about it. And I will be putting that video up. It's been sitting on my computer for a couple of days since he made the announcement. I wasn't sure that I wanted to put it out because I was sure that a lot of people won't understand what it is that I'm doing, and very, very, to explain what it is I'm doing is like this. In the video, I say to him, I hope that this image gets burned in your face of Zen Archer saying to you, I dare you. I dare you to prove me wrong and that you really are going to quit smoking. It's to try to put a boot in his ass and make him maybe a little bit stronger in his conviction to actually do that. At 20 years old, he's got an opportunity to stop what can be a lifelong habit. And this isn't a matter of do as I say, not as I do. I smoke. I enjoy smoking. I have no desire to give it up. I have no intention of giving it up. But for someone 20 years old who hasn't really had the number of years to develop the addiction to such a point that it's as difficult as it can be, I think it's a good thing that he's thinking in that way. And very frankly, the world tide is against smoking. We're seeing laws enacted all over the place, restaurants and bars and every place, workplaces, every place you go are eliminating smoking. So I'm happy that he's making that move. I'm happy for him. It doesn't matter to me one way or the other, but if that's what he wants to do, I'm happy for him. And my challenge is just something to give him a little more incentive. And however aggressive it might be, that is the only intent. So much for that. Also, I've been spending a lot of time on Stickcam, almost on a daily basis. If you would like to see me and talk to me personally, you can usually find me around Stickcam most mornings, usually, sometimes in the evening. But you're welcome to come in, stop in, and say hello to me. I'd love to hear from you and like to hear your views on things. It's still real clunky. There's a lot of lag, and sometimes people step on one another and people misunderstand one another just because of the lag more than anything else. But it's a lot of fun. If you don't want to be on camera, you don't have to be on camera. You can use Stickcam and just use your mic, or you can type and still be a part of that. There is just about all of the what you would call YouTube celebrities that are most of them have moved over to Stickcam, and it's kind of become the meeting place for people on YouTube to sit around in the green room and just chew the fat. So stop over and visit at Stickcam. I'm Zen Archer there as well. I watched a video tonight that Paul says that he has had a fire in his house, and it's really done not a lot of damage. It did some smoke damage, and everything else is fine. So he's got some cleanup to do. He's working on his longest video on YouTube, and that's good. It'd be interesting to see just how long a video can you get away with at under 100 meg. I've looked at it a couple times just to see, but I've never taken the opportunity to try it. And lastly, before I wrap this up, although I have a lot of ideas for videos, and some people have given me ideas, I like to take an opportunity to ask you, what kind of videos would you like to see me do here? Now, it doesn't mean that because you put up a suggestion that I'm going to take it. I may decide that the video is something that I don't want to do for whatever reason, or maybe it's not a very well thought out idea. I've had people, somebody asked me to take the Zen garden and do an entire video of just me doing the Zen garden without moving the rocks. And I don't know what that's supposed to prove or why somebody would be entertained by that. But whatever the idea is, if you would like to see a video, a particular video from me, this is your opportunity to tell me so. And you can put that in the comments area. Obviously, stupid stuff will be ignored, and as always, the hate comments and the comments about a particular individual, and those of you who know who I'm talking about know who I'm talking about. Links and all that all the spam bullshit that people put into comments will still be removed, the same as I always have. But if you legitimately would like to see me make a video, feel free to let me know, and who knows? We'll see. And of course, if I do the video that you ask for, or if it's a number of people ask for, I'll say, these people or this group of people asked me to do that. So that's my my challenge to you, if you will. There's a lot of challenges going on out here lately, isn't there? One guy challenges another guy to be nice. Another guy challenges another guy to take down videos. And I mean, how... It's kind of silly, and I did the challenge to Bohem about the smoking. It just seems like this is the season of challenge. Halloween's coming up, one of my favorite holidays, and I am planning to do a little something. I haven't really decided what yet. I'll try to get that together quickly so that you can all participate in it. Maybe be a costume contest, or it might be a scary story contest or something like that. Maybe not even a contest. Maybe just, I really like the exhibits. They've gone really well. By the way, if you haven't stopped over and looked at the art exhibit and at the poetry exhibit, although they have been closed to new entries, there's a lot of really talented people there. So please stop by and take a look at those if you haven't done that yet. Maybe find a diamond in the rough, or a needle in the haystack. So stop over and take a look at that. So that's really all I've got for today. I wish you well. I hope all is well with you. And I hope to see you again real soon. Stop over, stick cam, and see me. And until next time, you be well. This is Zen Archer.
It's just another day.